as far as what the hell anybody's talking about, as per usual. But I wanted to explain my little TikTok video idea that I was working on. And I want to... Okay, this light is not good. Oh my god, this light is really not good. And I cut my head. I smashed my forehead. Like a Kyle, because why not? Actually, I don't think I want to... Well, yeah, I do want to actually be on Twitch because I don't want to actually be on Twitch. But so let me run this scenario past ya. So suppose... This is what is so crazy to me. So suppose... So here's my thing with... Oh. Here's my thing with my little balloon video. At first, I wanted to, like, because, okay, so right now, it's impossible for me to invest into anything, like, long-term, like, lengthy project-wise. I just took a nap, I'm sleepy. I don't expect a viewer or engagement. But I thought I'd give it the opportunity. Because it infuriates me. It infuriates me to work and just have it all exposed and critiqued and all of that stuff. Now, that in itself wouldn't bother me if it wasn't like being stolen from me type shit. You understand what I mean? So that's why I refuse to finish Black Money or Black Money Part 2, because for one, the other parts, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I don't want to start on at all. I want to keep in my little cranium. But I've done this with so many things, like, and still to this day continue to do this. Like, refuse to do things that the supposed supporters want me to do. Because, for one, they like, because just because of the fucking mess of it all, right? And then so like today, right? So I didn't think this until I woke up from my nap. But I almost guarantee that in the eyes of the people, in the eyes of all the people, I like lost the bet or whatever today. Which is like fine. I'm fine with that. Because I didn't make any bets. I didn't have any like, so like this is what I'm talking about. So like I started this video about the balloon, the spy balloon, right? And when I started it, because I can't invest in anything like long term without it being exploited and without just all of my passion for it being sucked out of me by it being live streamed and shit, without my engagement, that I was like, okay, this could be like a dope little short project to entertain myself with for the one night a week that I can work the way that I want to. But then, as I started getting more into it, as I both started getting more into it, like working on it more, and as it started developing in real time, I realized that, hi Shay, hello Shay, or Bo, who knows who the loyal one is, but either one of you are, it will be relevant to you. So as I started working on it more, and as it started developing more in real time. Like, I saw they already shot it down. And, like, I want to go so much deeper with that idea. Like, for one, I wanted it to play out. Because I just didn't want to be, like, I don't like to, like, or I didn't want to, like, be telling a story as it happened, right? None of this is the point. This is all contextual information. For the most part. So I was like, whatever, I'll just let it play out. And then I also want to like, expand on that idea, because it just got me thinking about, like, this Project Mogul thing, which is from, like, the 40s, where they, like, flew these balloons with microphones to, like, spy on Soviet Russia, or the Soviet Union and stuff. And my whole thing was, like, the reason that they're probably not shooting this thing down, and the reason everybody's being so fucking weird about it, is probably because everybody does it. Like, it's happening all the time, and this one just happened to get seen for some reason. I'm sure that's the reason. And, like, I was poking around a little bit, and of course, like, America has spy drones in all of the countries. Well, in China and Russia anyway, obviously. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. But where I'm going with that is that, and I don't know if this is the current narrative, because I got rightfully because I started a project, didn't finish it according to the timeline set by other people, and then got angry and took a nap. But then, like, it's like I would have been up all night. Like, then that would have been the problem, that I'm not sleeping. I would have much rather preferred to have not taken a nap and to keep working on that project. And that's what I was going to do with my whole little TikTok thing, with my little counting down Adderalls that I made, which are super dope. I have used Dimension. I've never used Adobe Substance, but I've used Adobe Dimension, and I loved the way that those looked with Substance. So I want to make a lot more 3D things with that. But I loved the idea of doing the countdown, like 30 milligrams, 29 milligrams, 28 milligrams, with a little click, 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 a little tick, tick, a little tick tock, tick tock. Because, and this is something that just dawned on me recently, and I'm fine with it. Well, I'm not, well, yeah, I am fine with it. But so, like, of course, like I said, as per usual, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know who the ex is. I don't know anything, right? Because I never know what the fuck is going on. I never understand what the hell is going on. That's part of what is so fucking frustrating. Because it consumes my life and I don't understand any of it. And also, that's always happening. I'm always getting... That's exactly why I won't finish Black Money Part 2. For one, because I won't move on to Black Money Part 3 on a live stream. I refuse. Black Money Part 3, I don't want any of it to be seen before it's ready to be seen. I don't want any of it to be seen before it's ready to be seen. That ruins it all for me. That kills it all. But so I wanted to, like, tick-tock down my little 3-dimensional Adderalls, because the narrative is... Well, the narrative is the truth in a certain way, but not... So the narrative is I take Adderall, start a project, don't finish it, and then get angry and sad. Duh. Duh. That's why I need my Adderall. That's why I love my Adderall. Because when I take my Adderall, I do shit like that. And then I get angry and sad when I run out of Adderall, because then my mind is on, but my brain is off. And I have a dependency on Adderall. Not an addiction, but a dependency. But then what also frustrates me is that, well, for one, okay, so why it makes me angry is because I'm in this bullshit situation where I get 2 days of being happy, and my normal is on Adderall. I'm not normal when I'm not on Adderall, because I have a dependency that I have built up neurochemically, neurologically, or biochemically, or some shit, since I was 14. So I feel half dead when I don't have it. And that's also, like, whatever. But, and then here's the ironic part, right? So I've always openly abused Adderall. Always. I've always been open about that. I've abused it since the second I got my hands on it. And I'll continue to use it for the rest of my life. Which I've said all of this before. But I never considered it an addiction, because I could go without it and not, like, I could go without it and be fine, like, not be super happy, great, but be fine, and I would give myself tolerance breaks and whatnot. But I think what makes an addiction is when that becomes prioritized over everything else in your life, and when that's, like, the only thing that gives you happiness is, like, your substance. And ironically, I don't think that I was like that before all this dumb shit, but I think that I'm like that now because it's literally the only thing left that brings me, like, happiness and joy anymore, because I can't do anything else. You know what I mean? So that's a realization that I had the other day, that it's, like, literally the only thing that I have left that makes me happy. Why the fuck do you think I get angry when I wean off of it? Because I get 12 hours, I get 24 hours a week, because all I can do is donate plasma, and I have to be a piece of shit to my mom, and I spend all my money on Adderall, all my little plasma money on Adderall, just so I can get my little 12-hour hit of happiness, when that wouldn't be my only source of happiness. And then I've got so much to do in every single aspect that I try to cram it all into 12 hours. I try to do art. I try to clean my house. I try to investigate all this stuff. I try to do everything in 12 hours, because I only have 12 hours. And then I have to log on and see Shay talking shit. And why am I not allowed to be, like, this is all operating off of the idea that I lost today or whatever by either not finishing my video that I started, or by getting angry at Shay, which I didn't feel like was the case. And then I woke up from my nap. And this is always happening. Everyone's always in a frenzy, I feel like, because I'm not doing what people have decided I should be doing with my day. And it's like, when I would work for 48 hours straight on my artwork and shit, that's what got us into this mess. So now I wean off, I take a nap, and I be fine, But then, I don't think that it's justified. I don't think that it's fair to contribute my plummets to Adderall. But I guess that's not necessarily, I guess I don't necessarily stand by that. But it's not taking it, it's coming off. And it's also, like I said, when I don't have it, my mind is on, but my brain is off. So then when my brain is on, I typically end my night or waste hours and hours and hours like I've been doing for 3 years. Can you imagine? Is there a tally running? How many hours I have wasted scrolling through Cameroon and everything else, trying to fix my computer, fucking Wikipedias and shit. And I know that that's the point that everyone says, like, dude, just focus on your work type shit. Like, just ignore it type shit. But it's like, dude, we have, like, no food in my house. Like, I'm a whole piece of shit because I can't have a job. And that is not because of Adderall. That is because people are crazy to me and turn my life into a game. And I'm not doing it. I refuse to work at a job where the shit that's been going on is going on. And then it all gets blamed on Adderall. And it's like, and then people get so, like, shocked and disappointed and, oh my God, why doesn't he just work on his work? And why does he investigate and blah, blah, blah. And blah, 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 blah. And blah, 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 blah. I even think all of this is blah, blah, blah. But I literally, like, I can't stop until, you know what I mean? Well, hopefully I can when I get my taxes. But I just think it's funny if this is the case, if this is the narrative today, specifically today. Because this is always the narrative. It's always like, everyone's always like, everyone just decides what I'm supposed to do. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, we've gone through it. We've ran through this circle 100 billion times. But it's like specifically with my video today. Like, I just don't want to be like a real-time reporter. I don't really get the hit off of that. And I found a bigger story in that. I want to do like the entire history of like of American espionage. Like, I want to do the entire history of like spy satellites and like I said, like Project Mogul, and like I want to know like what our drones do in other countries and stuff. And I just want to tell like originally it was supposed to be a short little thing, but then it started developing in real time way too fast. Oh, she's bringing Biddy. She's not in here.
drive. Do you want to go in?
Yeah.
I'm going to take them out, though.
Oh, sorry, Benny. But yeah, I was just having that train of thought when I woke up. Then it's like, I have every goddamn reason to be pissed and sad when I investigate this shit. And I have every goddamn reason to be pissed and sad when people keep making me have to investigate it instead of being dumb, instead of just whatever. But then, like, I was just making me laugh about, like, it was just, that's all I wanted to say, basically, is it was just making me laugh. The idea that's like, oh, P lost because he got mad at Shay today. I'm mad at Shay every day for the rest of my fucking life until he's out of my life. And then with my video, it's like, when a story is developing in real time like that, imagine this. Things start to get all twisted and distorted, and it'll be a different story in an hour, and it'll be a different story in a day, and it'll be a different story in a week. So you might as well just wait until it plays out so you don't go causing dramas. Imagine that. So when it started developing so fast in real time, I'm like, well, I might as well slow it down and wait for it to play out. Even though the original idea was to, like, you know, make a little short. But then I just started getting deeper into it than I thought it was going to be in the first place, and it started developing way faster in real time than I thought it was going to in the first place. And then I decided that I want to go, like, way deeper into the topic of, like, American espionage. Like, I kind of want to flip the script. Like, I kind of want to do a little plot twist where I, like, investigate, like, because I know that's why, I know that they didn't give a fuck because everybody does it all the time. I mean, obviously. That's why Joe Biden didn't give a fuck. It only was a big deal because people saw it, because it was noticeable. You know that shit is going on all the time everywhere, and you know that we're probably the biggest people who do it the most to other countries. You tell me we don't have spy satellites flying over China and Russia? I mean, come on now. So I just want to do, and I specifically know a lot about this thing called Project Mogul in the 40s because that's what they blamed Roswell on. And that was basically that, like, we were flying spy balloons over the Soviet Union. So, and I wanted to take a nap because my Adderall wore off. So now I don't feel productive for days till I get more and spend all my other money and be a piece of shit again, so that I can have a 12-hour hit of happiness and then get pissed the fuck off when it wears off and I realize the reality of my life, both to my own fault and otherwise, mainly otherwise. But then the irony of it is I think that I, like, won today. Like, I never know what the fuck is going on. I have to go to the gas station. You people are fucking crazy. You just make it dramas. Everything's always so fucking coded and shit. With no fucking... The audacity of Shay to block me for the 8th fucking time. So. And it's like, oh, you get angry and you stop working when you only are productive when you have Adderall and then you don't finish. Yeah, no shit. Stupids. And then and then I'm laying here relaxed and you're causing dramas, making me have a chaos. That's what makes me have a chaos. And then to act like it's a loss to get mad at Shay. The audacity. The audacity. I did not mean to be in my boxers. I don't know where my pants are. I have to go now. These aren't even my good fat ass boxers. They'll say that was on purpose. That was not on purpose. If it was on purpose, it would be my black boxers. So, yeah. Oh, and then I'm still on... I don't know where my pants are.